What up, y'all? It's Donnie. I'm back again. Um, Wrapping up the season's grades. Today I got Evan Fournier. Want to make a quick video on Evan Fournier, because he's kind of a player that's not mentioned too much in future Nick talks. Because there's a general idea that he could probably get traded at some point in time, and I agree with that. I don't even know if there's really a spot for him in the future for the Knicks, depending on what we do and especially with where we're going. Even though I think he's talented, but I think on a different version of the Knicks, Evan Fournier probably would have been better compared to what the version is of the Knicks now, a more youthful version, a more faster paced version. And I'm saying that because I think Evan Fournier doesn't really have the pace to keep up with that, even though he can help offensively. He tries defensively, but he's not the best. Off the top of my head, I think he played in about 80 games, if I remember correctly. 54% from the field and 38% from three. He was one of our best scorers overall this past season. You know what I'm saying? And I've he grew on me. You guys know that I wasn't big on Evan Fournier. I've never been big on Evan Fournier, and throughout the season you could kind of see why. And why what I was saying was is that he never really stood out to me as a guy that I really wanted to have on my team to improve my team overall. Like, I mean, he's a solid role player, I think, but he's not somebody I would have relied upon to instantly change my team. It's that's just how it was. I never saw Evan Fournier as a player like that. You know, to be honest, I didn't even know why we gave him the money that we did. But hey, it's in the past. But I wouldn't have gone for it. We have Cam Reddish now at the three. Obi is around probably at the four. So you're looking at a spot for Fournier that probably isn't really gonna be much of a starter. Maybe early on he will because Tom Thibodeau he never ceases to amaze you with the starting lineups he tries to pull. But I think for the future it's probably best that we look elsewhere, unless he's willing to accept a lesser role, Evan Fournier with the secondary unit. But I don't think he would necessarily need to do that because he still had a good year. So that's why I'm asking you guys, what do you think about Evan Fournier? If I have to give Evan Fournier a rating, I think I give him about a B. Give him about a B. Given the circumstance of the team, he was one of the better players. Not the best, of course, but one of the better players. Definitely B. I give him a solid B. Not a B plus because I thought he was lacking a lot of times on defense. It was just non-existent. A lot of take fouls. And had moments of the year where he struggled, I would say. But I think B is a solid rating for him. He was never the worst player, but he had periods of time where he struggled, and I would say that had a lot to do with the rotations. Tom Thibodeau just never really put him in a position to really succeed until he just found his shooting hand later on in the year again. But I think if you want Fournier to be successful, you got to be able to run plays for him, and Tom Thibodeau really didn't do a good job of doing that. So you're not really left with much after offense with Fournier. You know, Defense is not his forte, and it's never going to be. But I think he can bring a lot to certain teams in the league. He's a veteran. He has good experience. He knows the game. He understands the game. His press conference for his post game are usually some of the better ones you'll find on the team. Holds himself accountable. Knows what it's like to having to be on a championship teams. I don't think he's won a championships, but he's been on a couple of good teams. You know what I'm saying? Understands what it takes. He's a European guy. A lot of those guys really do know basketball. Make no mistake about it. Like they know their stuff. They know their basketball. They know what it's like to be on good teams. They know what's required to be a good team. The Knicks were a team trying to get better, even though they had a way better year the year before. And Evan Fournier being a part of that depends on where this team goes. But I don't really see him as a part for the future. But I think based on the season that he deserves to stay, even if it's maybe not even with the first unit. I think it's a second unit, where I would like to see him. But you guys let me know, what do you guys think of Evan Fournier's year? I think he didn't do bad, but he was never a player that I wanted to originally pick up, but he did the best with what he could. I give him a B again. But you guys let me know what you think in the comment section. Do you think he could be a mentor to the youth? Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about that as far as that goes. Getting down to the wire, we got a couple of players down. I got a lot more youthful players to go. I think all the youth I'll do in one video. But we're getting down to the nitty gritty. I already did Randall, I did RJ, and I did Randall, RJ, and I did who else did I do? I can't think off the top of my head. I gotta check the videos, but we're getting down to the wire. It's your boy Donnie. Like, comment, subscribe if you enjoy these videos. And I'll see y'all next time, man. A lot of videos are on the way. The draft analysis videos are coming very shortly. Look forward to those. It's your boy Don. Peace. I'm out.